What's up, everybody? It's JayViper here. Thank you for swinging by another video. It's great to see you. Today, we're going to be talking about Schedule 1 and how it has pretty much just shown up out of nowhere. Certainly, there was a ground root situation going on where people knew about it. It had a lot of people play the demo, but at the same time, word of mouth really hadn't gotten out there, and this thing surprised a lot of people. But as people saw it rise up, they checked it out, and people are playing this game, and it is putting Assassin's Creed to shame as it's showing them how it's done. Even though, for some reason, Assassin's Creed wasn't able to sell as many copies, even though they reached out to a terrorist sympathizer to push the game. Let's get to all this right after you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.
JayViper is awesome. He's so good looking. He's got the crowd in awe.
So here we have the global top sellers list on Steam, where you can see Schedule 1 is in second place right behind Counter-Strike 2. It had been in first place a couple times earlier today, yesterday, and on release day. So it's right now it's bouncing around up between first and second. It hasn't really gone below that globally since it released, which is crazy to say about a little indie game that showed up out of nowhere. The funny thing here is that Assassin's Creed is now in fourth, as it has come back up from sixth place because Steam Deck and First Berserk and Kazan have gone down. But right now, it's not looking great for that game, even though they're trying to tell people how great it's doing. Now, in the United States, Schedule 1 is number 1, as Repo's number 2, Counter-Strike, of course, popular in the US, but it's not the global phenomenon in the United States like it is in other places, and Shadows has crept down to 5th place as it is losing popularity in the United States, and really it's losing popularity across the globe because it cannot hold any position and it constantly sinks down. But Schedule 1, $17 game right now, I don't know how long that's going to last, but that's its release price, was made by just one person. That's crazy to say. And here they are today breaking their old record after they broke their old record. Okay, they hit 142,759 players on its third day being released. That is absolutely incredible. Of course, it's being pushed pretty hard right now by really big streamers like Queso and XQC and others that are really enjoying the game. So they're returning to the game, and you can see communities they're latching on as well. It'll be interesting to see if it continues to go up. And here's the thing that really grabs me. This large peak that they're getting, this is on a Thursday. Okay, this could continue to go up through the weekend, and I wouldn't be surprised if it did, because the fact is it isn't just some little fun meme game. This game has solid gameplay, and people are really enjoying it. And the fact it's also got co-op in it is really a surprise. When I first saw it, I thought it was a little single-player game. It'd be fun, but then I saw it had co-op too, and I've been seeing some great clips out there of people having a good time. So this is definitely a game. Looks like it's a good time to play with your buddies, which is great to see because you know what? Games like that always do really well if they're well made, and this one certainly seems like it is. On the flip side of things, let's take a look at another new release. Assassin's Creed has released a week ago. We know it hit its peak on Sunday, but it has continued to drop down, and it really just can't get past 40,000, and every day is going down through the week, which is, I mean, not really surprising, to be honest. I mean, I know the people who really like Assassin's Creed are coping and seething right now, which, I mean, they're going to. We knew the stands are out there, but I mean, the game itself is failing pretty badly on Steam. I've done the numbers. It looks like they've sold about 1.3 million right now between Xbox, PlayStation, and Steam. Not great. And right now on Twitch, which is a good place to look to see how interested people are that are viewing the game, you can see that it has 134,000 viewers right now, and 1.7K people follow the game itself on Twitch. But then when we take a look at the categories, look at Schedule 1, 5th place on Twitch. This thing is really popular right now, and as you could see from the first page we just looked at, it isn't being carried by like one giant streamer. There's large streamers playing it, sure, but there's a lot of smaller streamers that people are watching as well. So it's not like one guy or two people are really carrying this game. This game is popular and people want to see it. On the flip side, you have Shadows that can't even hit 40,000 right now. And you don't want to see that. People have been done watching this game since right after it released. And of course, as we see with the player numbers, those are also down. So it's not like they went and bought it to play it. They watched it and they said, I think I'm all set watching Shadows. This really isn't interesting outside of watching clips of the glitches, which, hey, I gotta give it to them. That's a good time. Watching some clips with your buddies, I highly suggest it. But talking about coming out of nowhere, I thought maybe there's some kind of developer out there that people have really followed and they're just waiting for that game, and maybe that's why we didn't hear about it. But that's really not the case. This is Tyler right here, who is the owner and the developer and the CEO and everything pretty much of TVGS, which stands for his name, Tyler, and I don't know his last name, Gaming Studio. He has 932 followers on X. So it's not like he's this many tens of thousands developer where people have been following him and waiting. This guy is a single dev without a giant following, and here we are. He's releasing a very popular game. The game itself has 1,995 followers, just under 2,000. This isn't something that people were waiting for. People did know about it from the demo, but again, they weren't actively following the game. So during the demo period, I guess it was pretty popular on TikTok. People would check out things, but you never know how that's going to translate. But it looks like TikTok at least helped, but of course, like people like Queso and XQC playing helped a lot too because the game looks fun. They can play a game that looks bad, they're not going to buy it. The game looks fun, people are going to buy it. Here's Schedule 1 on YouTube. I mean, this has gone up over the last couple days. It has 2,730 subscribers. Not a huge YouTube channel that's going to push this, and people are waiting for it. So it just came out of nowhere. It caught me by complete surprise. So let's take a look at the store page right now. I mean, you can see it is being reviewed overwhelmingly positive. We're talking about 98%. This is gold standard unicorn type stuff. We'll see as the updates come if it can maintain the 98%. But as of right now, people are loving the game. I mean, you go into the reviews, and here you can see it. I mean, people are just throwing out the accolades. They have good side activities with some kind of drug making. Haven't done them much. And this guy's getting lost in side activities over here. This guy's throwing out some kind of recipe that he's made in game or something like that. Having lots of fun. This game needs Steam Workshop. It would be interesting to see if that gets activated in some way. Day one, me and a buddy sunk 7 hours, so I would say it's pretty good. Occasional bug here and there, but they're very rare. Single developer, very rare to see a bug. You would want to see this from your AAA, quadruple A games. Something that Assassin's Creed, the Veilguard, etc. just couldn't really do. And of course, they are failed miserably. I mean, I'm not going to stop pouncing on those games because they deserve the ire. And this person, a lot of people are really liking the casino. I keep seeing it mentioned. Once I found the casino, I was immediately hooked. I quintupled my net worth playing slots and blackjack. Then while on a huge downswing, some crackhead wanted to buy something, but I was busy on slots. So this guy has gone in his drug empire and has got completely sidetracked in the casino. That's great. So this tells you that the things that are in the game that they put in the side quests or the side activities, they aren't meaningless and they're fun. And that's exactly what I want to see in a game of this caliber. It's just so surprising to see the depth that this Tyler person went through. As you just see the thumbs up, I'm just scrolling down, not a single down. I mean, it's 98% overwhelmingly positive. It's going to be hard to find a down vote. If you're out there and this looks interesting, they do have the free sample. You can go do the download for the demo right here. So if you're just like, is this for me? I don't know if this is my kind of game. Jump on that before you spend the 17 bucks. It's great to see a demo out there for a little game. It's just really neat, but I think the demo really helped them. I guess it had like 1.9 million people play it over the time that it was out. So yeah, the gist of the game is you manufacture, you distribute, you expand, you can get pretty big. You end up getting people to work for you in the game, your NPCs. Of course, you can have friends too. You can work together. There's fighting gangs, there's fighting police, there's fighting crackheads. And here you go, the work together with the co-op buddies. It's just really neat little idea here. And I'll be honest, like, For me, like, drug games really aren't my thing. They aren't. But this game right here, the way they did it, the way they implemented things, really drew me in. I bought this as soon as I saw it. I mean, just starting up the game, it's just so simple. You just do Walter White's Lightning, you know, completely original name. You jump in. You basically just abandon your uncle or whoever that guy was in the prologue. You go and you find a brand new city to go and sell the things that you know how to sell and meet new people, new contacts. I really like the opening. It's so simplistic. Everything about the game is simplistic, but really well done, which I appreciate. I mean, this is not some $70 freaking AAA game. This is what I want. Something fun that makes sense, works well, few bugs, and I mean, Schedule 1 delivers on all those fronts. And then here you go. You're met with a simple but easy to use with some options. Character creator where you can choose male or female. Imagine that, right? You just come in. You can make yourself bald. You can have yourself with all sorts of different hairdos, whatever you want. You know, it's got enough options to make me happy. I don't need too much, you know. You can change your face up a little bit. You can make yourself smug or agitated. Give yourself a goatee, some wrinkles, throw them in there, go on in. You can make yourself look like you have a serious drug problem, but we all know you should not be testing the product, okay? That's why you have people to sell to and just see what happens to them. But that's how I see it. But yeah, again, like it's so easy to just come in here and do a couple tweaks, make yourself look how you want, take off your clothes, give yourself some brown boots, and you're Walter White running through the desert, okay? Looking for someone to please buy my stuff. Buy my stuff. Buy my stuff. But the game runs great. I love seeing little guys like this come in and surprise people like Valheim did, right? That was a single developer as well. It's just really cool to see that happen. But at the same time, I'd like to see places like Ubisoft, BioWare learn a lesson about making games fun that people want to play. It's not about throwing $300 or $350 million at a game and having 3,000 people with 2 hours of end credits, okay? We don't need that. People like fun games. Stop bloating them and then trying to tell us how great your game is with gaslighting and lies and things like that. Keep it simple. You can make it really great without all the bloat. CDPR has done this in the past as well, where they make great games without all the bloat. We'll see if they can do it again. But Schedule 1 is just a huge win right now, and it's just one of those games that I think we're going to see for a little while here. The developer has said that he plans on supporting this for the coming years, and he has a roadmap and everything, which I'm going to be checking out as well. So, you know, let's see if Schedule 1 gets a schedule tool in the future, because I think that this thing's massively successful. The developer, of course, is completely shocked by what's happening right now. We'll see how he reacts with all that, and if he ends up getting a little team or if he gets overwhelmed. But it would be great to see this be one of those big ones, and this is going to be one of those, it came out of nowheres on the J Awards later this year. I'm sure this is going to be one of those. Anyway, that's all I had today. I super appreciate you coming by. Let me know if you're getting Schedule 1 or if it's something you're watching or what's going on with you, or maybe you went and got Assassin's Creed, and let me know if you regret that purchase or not, because I want to hear about that too. I've heard some regrets out there, and of course I've heard a lot of people standing for the game saying it's so amazing, which I'm sorry, I just don't believe. I don't believe it. But again, Schedule 1, great to see. But please do me a huge favor before you go. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so I can see you on the next one. I love you, man. Peace. Bye, everybody.
He's owning every